Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to another glorious Prairie Sunset Ranch farm vlog. My name's Aaron, and thank you for tuning in, my friends. Well, this is glorious. I'll show you why it's glorious. Look at this. We got some land. We got the girls and calves coming out to the land. That is showing now. Everything survived the flood. The waters have receded and they are receding. So as we speak, things are looking up and up. We got the grass greening up. I am very, very grateful. After a very tense and stressful couple weeks here at Prairie Sunset Ranch. We were basically one night and 1 foot away from a complete wash. No pun intended. Our farm would have been washed out. We would have been done. Our cattle, I don't know. But we were so close. I will never forget that feeling of helplessness. Horrible feeling. Now, if you're as excited about these Prairie Sunset Ranch videos as the old beef baron is, make sure you hit that thumbs up and tell YouTube, hey, show this video to more people. Come on. We have lots of work ahead of us. We got to rebuild and repair everything. We have washed out driveways. We have a washed out shop. The shop is just silt mud now from all that crummy water. There's probably 3 feet of water in our shop. Absolute loss. We had everything off, double, triple pallets, no use, way over top. Anything that was saved was put on the workbenches, which are about, you know, up past our bellies. So I checked with our insurance. We have no insurance on overland flooding, flash flooding. So we're SOL. We're out of luck here. So I have to go through all our shop. We're gonna have to be slowly throwing things out, and I don't know. What can you do, right? I'm just grateful that these girls are all right, that our house didn't flood out. You know, shop contents can be replaced. These girls and their calves can't be. So yeah, there you go. But let's go for a walkthrough. I'm going to show you the areas. I'm going to show you the aftermath of this flooding, what it left us with. And I want to scoot down south there. I want to show you our land out south. I was really shocked. When I drove there the other day, I couldn't believe it's only a mile or two from here, because it's like a different world, you know, really amazing. But that's enough chit chat, Aaron. Let's pitter patter and get at her. Woo! Hey girl, there's no lifeguard on duty. That calf doesn't have water wings on. Hey calf, calf. Hey, yeah, you get your water wings on. What's wrong with you? Smarten up. It's your last time I'm gonna warn you. Damn, kids never learn. Well, here's the our kind of front lawn. This tire floated out here from the side of the shop. It's an old tire. Lots of driftwood, lots of bulrushes. You know, like crazy. So got lots of cleaning up to do. I better go close this gate now that I can actually access it. But our lawnmower took on a lot of water. I don't know if they'll start. The 2 push mowers, oh, they're toast. They were completely underwater. But look at all this craziness. Change the oil on it, try it. But yeah, craziness. Horses area is dried up almost. That's good. Well, as you can tell, the water dried up, but it's still mucky as hell here. So we're gonna have to get to vaccinating here very soon and getting those cows out to pasture, get them the heck out of here. This is gonna take a long time to properly dry up. Just came out back to feed these girls. And there's dramatic improvement here. You can see the water's down. You can see that ridge. You can see the field now. So this is huge. This really came down a lot. Unbelievable levels. This was all submerged before. So yeah, you can see the field. So there's a good start. Looking good, people. Looking good. These girls look really good. The bulls are back here. So these are the late calvers. This is flooding alongside a strong wind. It's pulled her right out. Knocked her right down. Well, here's the middle group. They're doing quite well here. Calves are doing good. Water seated here too. These guys are fed up. The calves look like they're doing quite well, given the horrific conditions they just lived through. It's a guy born in the blizzard. We've been getting him bottles. I gotta bring her back to the yard now. It's almost dried up enough. So let me know in the comment box below, has the crazy weather conditions, the weather swings, has it caused you trouble with your calving and, you know, cows mothering up with calves? It caused us quite a bit of trouble this year. I was surprised. Those two blizzards and then that torrential downpour and you name it, the flooding really messed up our calving. At least what wasn't calved already. You know, anything that calved in there was a battle. But let me know in the comments box below, what was your struggle during these weird times? Look at the mess. This flood loosened up this clay. The frost came out at the same time. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look how deep this is. This is up, halfway up my thigh. What a nightmare. I got so much, holy man, landscaping to do. It's not even funny. That is so deep. Well, we're trying to make our way through this garbage, get to the calf lot. They need a couple bales. Got to be really skimpy on what we feed them. We got to feed them efficiently. We got to make sure to keep them fed so they're not hungry, but we got to keep them, I don't know, not overfed, because we just don't have the hay right now, and it just looks like it's going to be a late start to everything. So you know how she goes, right? We're gonna try to sneak in with these couple bales, and we got these girls and their cows fed up pretty good, so they're quite content. They shouldn't bother me right now, but we're gonna try to get this gate open and get in there before the hay's spotted. Because you know how the cows get this time of year, they always want the best of the best. Even though they're getting good, they still want better. That's the way it is. Grass is greener on the other side, right? Holy, is this ever muddy though? Wow. Wow. I'm gonna have to motor to get in here because those cows are gonna come running, because their feeders, they've cleaned up pretty good. All they got left is some mediocre subpar hay, so get this open in a hurry. Well, let's get the twines cut on this bale and get the other bale spread, and then we'll drop some bedding for these dudes. We gotta pull our heifers out of here after we're done vaccinating, and got lots to choose from this year. No shortage of good stock, that's for sure. One of our replacements, I'm sure. I've been trying to sell this group for the last month and a half. We've had blizzard, followed by blizzard, followed by torrential downpour, followed by overland flooding. So that's why we have so many left. Oh, there's a twine! Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta explain what I'm doing here. This is absolutely the worst. If you're a cattle rancher, if you're a livestock farmer and you're dealing with this, you know what I'm talking about. Look at this mud. This is from sitting flooded for so long. Everything is just soft. It's just rutted. You don't understand the amount of work that's gonna have to go into backfilling, leveling. It's just, what a nightmare. Like, this is nuts. I'm gonna have another busy year here. I can barely walk in this shit. But this is what you gotta do. You know, I have to rip out here. I left that gate open. And the calves are doing good. But I'm telling you, they wouldn't be doing good. You gotta put the time in. If I didn't put the time in, those calves, I would have sick calves. I have pneumonia. And sometimes I think I got lucky because when you have this, you can't help it. You get pneumonia, you get issues sometimes. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not that you're not doing a good job, it's just bad luck. I got lucky. I got lucky with these ones. None of them are sick. No runny noses, no respiratory issues. Same with the calves. I'm telling you, lucky to be unlucky is the word that comes to mind, because really, I'm very fortunate that these calves came out of this shit show unscathed. I'm very proud of my mother cows. All these cows, calves especially, they don't have mothers in here. They knew how to stay dry. The cows there, the calves in the back, and these had it the worst, and they came through really well. So that's why you put the extra effort in, because they're doing a hell of a good job, and you better be doing the same job. You better be doing a better job than they're doing, because they rely on you. If you're doing a good job, they'll stay healthy. And there you have it. Calves are doing good. I'm gonna bed them up really heavy duty. I'm gonna put an oat straw bale in that round feeder, and they got a couple bales there. They got some left over, so they'll be okay. But we're gonna be hauling some of these guys to auction tomorrow. Hopefully. It's supposed to start raining tomorrow evening, pretty heavy. I think 30 mils they're calling for. So if we get 30 millimeters, that's quite a bit of rain. But yeah, crazy. Never see water sitting here. Unbelievable. Year for the record books. I don't know if any of my kids take over farming. I don't know if I have to guide them through this. I hope they never have to deal with this, because this is just nuts. Look at this. Well, folks, that's kind of a quick little tour. What's going on here? Everything looks good, amazingly. Don't ask me how, but you know, we tried our best to keep them dry. I guess it wasn't a waste of time after all, but it was a battle. It was a battle royale, and it still is, and it will be. This will be ongoing for, this will take me a couple months to clean up everything. If the weather smartens up, you can bet old Beef Baron's going on a holiday this summer, that's for sure. Maybe a couple. I need a break. Oh. Well, now that I know all the calves are good, you know, the biggest thing to overcome will be the fact that we lost all our shop contents. Anything that was low is officially done. So I figure we lost about $8,000 to $15,000 worth of stuff that was on the shop floor. I haven't done an inventory of it, but that's a hard pill to swallow, because everything you see here, every board, every gate, every panel I've bought. April and I saved and bought over the years, so nothing was really handed to us in terms of equipment and stuff. So it's a tough pill to swallow, but that's life, I guess. It's too bad there's no insurance on anything, but we'll have to live with it. So anyways, the main thing is the animals are healthy, happy, content, and that's what matters at the end of the day. You know, we're around, we're gonna be in business. The calves are doing okay. And yeah, what more can I say? Well, look at this, people. where where that oak tree is, that is where we were hauling water all summer for our heifers. Needless to say, we won't be hauling water. You can see where those bulrushes, the marsh grass starts about 50 yards from here. That's kind of where the marsh runs. So we got lots of moisture here. It's greening up already. It's shot up. If we have some warm days coming up and some sun, we're going to be golden in this pasture because it's really greened up. Towards that elevation, the grass really shot up. But you can see where the marsh, it flooded pretty hard here. But this is going to be good. This is going to be some prime pasture. I have my fields fenced off on the other side, so that's okay. We're going to lose a little bit of pasture due to water, but we're going to gain some good field pasture. If I have to use that field as pasture, I will use that, because in these years, that pasture is very important, depending what the rest of the hay fields look like. So luckily, I'll have time to decipher between that. So basically, we'll shut off the gates. There's two access points. There's an access point from the north end and one from the east end here. So we can shut those both off so we can let the hayfield grow, and we'll be able to decipher. We're going to be able to figure out where we're going to be for growth for hayfields, bales, etc. So if it looks like we're going to have lots of bales, if everything shoots up really well, then we'll open that up. We'll let them start rotationally grazing that. And if it looks like we're going to be short hay, if it dies out and isn't growing, then we're going to just leave that shut off. We're going to make hay there. So simple as that, right? But this is looking really good. It looks awesome. In between the bush there, where it's a little bit higher, there's a high ridge all the way around. This is a marsh, freshwater springs, etc. This is why I was so shocked why it was dried up last year. It just never happens. It's usually not exactly like this, but you can see where the marsh goes on typical years, right? So there you go. This is where the heifers are. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. I'm not overly upset about the water. We needed this. This will replenish the water tables. Everything's going to be plump full, starting from fresh mint. Friggin' mint. So we have a drain here too. This is the heifer side. It drains straight into the east side here, and it's been draining steadily for the last couple weeks here too. But I'm gonna imagine once this hits a certain level, it'll stop running. I'm gonna imagine it's gonna lower a few more inches and then stop. But we should be pretty damn near plump full here. We won't have the cattle going across anymore. These springs are all replenished. Everything should be replenished this year, I'm gonna imagine, especially on this east side. Well, look at this, people. This is one of our new fields. This field it's fairly high. It's got its high and its low points, but look at this. All you got is really just the 1-2 little sloughs here. There's a little bit of water, not much to even note, but look how green it is everywhere. Very encouraging so far. We didn't have this for the last 4 years for sure. So this is looking good. Now this is now on the east side of the road, so it's not the west side. So our problem is on the west road. This road, everything to the west is what's backed up. Everything to the east is draining. Just looks like it's mint. It's perfect. So I want to go down to our further fields there. I want to take a peek at what they look like, but I'm going to imagine they're going to look pretty similar to this. Well, I will tell you this. All this water that came in from out west, I don't know where it came from. I want to know where it came from though. I'm gonna have to investigate into this in the next few days once I catch up on everything, because I am concerned about it happening again next year, because whatever came our way was just such a huge, vast amount of water that my three culverts there, they won't be able to handle it. So I just don't want this to be reoccurrence. I don't know if something was redirected our way, diverted again in our direction, or I'm hoping maybe it's because it didn't thaw out and nothing thawed, it was backed up. So basically whatever drains north came or looped around and came south, southwest. So I'm guessing that's what happened. It's just nothing was opened up yet. It was backed up and backlogged, and it's a chain reaction. It just keeps on going further back until it starts pushing a different direction. So that makes sense, because it took about a good 4 or 5 days before the water started coming down, because My neighbor said it quit running over this hill he has. It basically separates our two areas. So once it quit draining from that area, then it started going down. So that tells me it's not getting actively drained into at that point. So interesting fact. Is it fiction? I don't know, but I gotta do a little bit of research. I gotta look around, ask around, see what I can find. But yeah, craziness, absolute craziness this year. And hey, throw anything my way, I don't care, I can get over it, right? Right? We can get over anything here. We can try at least. We'll go down fighting. We'll say that, right? Guess who won't be fencing out here? This guy. Cows won't be crossing here this year. This ditch is really deep, so for this to be full up to past this culvert, and it's not flowing, so that tells me it's hit like the stable level. They won't be crossing here. This is super deep, so they won't be pushing on it. Well, the poplars are turning that greenish color. They're gonna start budding soon. I see there's some trees are starting to bud already, so that's awesome. It's a really good sign. Spring is here, maybe. Let's hope so. There is the future home to our polycrop we're putting in. All tilled up, or sorry, not tilled up, disced up. Ready for seed to go in. Wonder when we're gonna get to that, right? Like, look at this. There isn't even that much water on this side. It is crazy. All that water drained through really efficiently. That is nuts. Like, there's a little bit of water, there's not much here. It's like a different world. I don't understand how there is no water on this side, yet we're flooded out by the home quarter. Now look at this. Look at this green. Now we're gonna go in here, we're gonna go rut it up because I don't give a crap, I own it. But look at this. This is green, baby. I just have not seen this for so long that this is crazy. It's almost a perfect amount of moisture out here. Like, look at this. This is nuts. I have not seen green here in the spring. Literally just started spring here. Look at this. It is greening up. It's beautiful. There's gonna be hay to come. Let's go check out that middle part here. This is the other new piece of land we bought. Really impressed with the first little part here. I haven't been back here because it was thawing out. It's fully thawed out now. I'm not really even leaving ruts. It's just a little bit down. Now this is where the water could be collecting a little bit. So I'm gonna imagine I'm gonna be pretty wet here. It's a pretty low area in the front. It's always been, even on the dry years, it's fairly, yeah, you can see the water flowing. I'll show you. So yeah, everything's coming here and flowing through. You can see it's flowing through heavy duty here. Boom. Coming in through here, but it held up good. Doesn't look like it was washed away or anything. A little bit of overland flooding here. But yeah, this is all being diverted our way. So I kind of expected this. It's not dire right now. I'm sure it was a lot worse than this. But it's flooding or going straight east here. So yeah, it will eventually drain out into that big water management area. It's kind of funny. It's diverted here in two spots, flowing through here. And then a little creek over here, and that's all low. But the land itself, let's go take a peek. It looks good. So we grazed the cattle on here last year. I put up that fencing. I put up miles of fencing and spent money just to get an extra month out here, and might have paid off. Looks like a lot of the manure soaked in. We'll see once some warm weather hits. We'll see how this pops up. But there's this alfalfa grass field, and yeah, I'm expecting good things from this field, especially once this smartens up a little bit, once this overland flooding, the floodwaters dissipate a little bit. I expect good things from here. might consider putting a little bit of a driveway in there. Right here, a little culvert or something. I don't know, maybe. Well, we've been cutting this because it's been so damn dry out, but I don't think we're gonna get in there this year. You never know. Hey, things can dry up here. Well, here you folks go. Proof is in the pudding. This side isn't flooded out. This is totally normal. So this is a totally perfectly normal spring on this side of the road. So this is our south field. We have a couple more land leases out in the jungle, but I don't want to go to the jungle because I don't want to get lost. But I don't know how much area we're going to be cutting on the lease land this year. It might be a little bit wet because all the water is going that way, but you can see we're pretty high and dry here. Just with your typical slough areas, your low spots, whatever. We have our little drainage area here. It looks pretty empty to me. So yeah, you know what? Rains won't hurt this land for sure. So this is our alfalfa grass fields that we established 2 years ago. This will be the third year. So it's not looking amazing right now. We still have a lot of crop to put in on that side and lots of work to do, but that gives you a good idea of where we're at. You see, like, our area right on our home quarter is disastrous. When you look at it, you think you're not going to be able to do anything, but this side is totally different. Our farm is it's been running for over 100 years. I don't know, 104 years, 105 years, whatever it may be. It's been in the family. It's never flooded like that. So this is all brand new to us, but this just goes to show, like, the dynamics in it. You know, you have one area half a mile away that's totally different than this area. So this area looks like we might be able to start working at a somewhat relatively normal time. We'll still be a couple weeks behind just because the thaw took so long, but there you have it. Proof is in the pudding, right? What can I say? Good news. Looks like the beef baron will be on YouTube here bothering you guys for another year till the next natural disaster, or maybe a few months. Who freaking knows? At this rate, what next, right? We'll get through it. We'll get through her. Uh-oh. Is that elk? Elk. Do. Elk were here. Looks like they were here after we moved the hay. So I knew they were coming our way, those buggers. Those elk can eat a lot of hay. Looks like they picked through the whatever was left here. Look at those piles. There's lots here. Look at that. Cocoa Puffs, anyone? Well, calves are looked after. All the groups of cattle are looked after. That's a wrap. I am exhausted. This is Aaron signing off. We will catch you next weekend with an all-new Prairie Cecil Ranch Farm vlog. Be there or be square, my friends. Have yourself a wonderful week. We'll catch you next weekend. Bye for now.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna